Hello YouTube. Yes, I am making a video. Well, I've decided that I'm going to come back on YouTube and try and make some videos because I haven't made some videos in a long time. There's a few reasons why. I explained in my last video I was out of my house. I'm finally back in it, even though it's starting to break again due to small aftershocks. An example is in a corner over there. I have this kind of cracking going on my desks. It's where it's attached to the wall. It's a bit annoying. The iMac G4 hides a bit of it though. If you're wondering why I keep stopping the camera, it's because the camera I have, which is a Fujifilm Finepix AX500, not only has bad quality recording, 720p, it doesn't focus while you're videoing. It doesn't have any sort of autofocus, which means if I move the camera, I have to stop and start again. Also, it has a 9-minute 41-second limit on video, no matter how much memory you have, so don't bother with it for video. That's the Fujifilm Finepix AX500. Great pictures though, I'll give it a demonstration. Very good pictures. 16 megapixels is it, or 14? Can't really remember. Here's a demonstration of that camera. This photo was taken in Rarotonga when I was on a trip there recently. It's very, very good. It's surprisingly good for an $89 camera. Then this is a demonstration of close-up macro photography. As you can see, the images are very clear. That's of my cat Griffin. He's a bit weird, but yeah, so cute. Oh well, it's 14 megapixels, but who cares? Right, you may be wondering what's the stuff in front of the camera. The stuff in front of the camera is my 2011 iMac. You may be able to tell it's not in one piece. It is completely to bits, well, apart from the power supply, which is still in there, and some of the fans and cards. I have recently replaced the hard drive. I've upgraded it to this hard drive here, and let me demonstrate the fact that it doesn't focus. It's blurry. That is a Western Digital 3TB Caviar Green. I was also going to put an SSD in the bay right there. Problem I had with that was I didn't have the right cable and I really couldn't be bothered ordering it. I may order it in the future and I have the SSD lying around, so that'll be good. But this hard drive here, don't be fooled by the fact that it says green. It's very good, very good at performing. The performance is actually surprising. Right, I'm probably going to be rebuilding this very soon because I don't want to lose all the screws in this room. But I'm just going to give you an overview of what this computer contains. We have 12 gigs of RAM, 2 Corsair Value Select 1333 MHz sticks, 4 gigs each, that's 8 gigs. Below we have the stock Samsung 1333 2 gig sticks, 2 gig sticks, which is 4, so that's 12. I bought the Value Select not because I needed the Value Select, but because it was the only one that the store had that ran at 1333, and just to be safe I thought I'd take the 1333 stuff in case the 1600 caused the iMac to crash. It still performs quite well. Arctic Silver 5 thermal paste, very good thermal paste, recommend it, use it on all of my components. DVD drive, who cares about them. We have the motherboard, which is a bit of a weird shape if I pick it up, by its CPU heatsink. That's the GPU heatsink there. Under there is a Radeon 6750M MXM 3.0A. Under there is a desktop 1155 Core i5 2400S CPU, very fast CPU. It's actually quite a good design in terms of usability and upgradability, I think. I'm probably going to be upgrading it to an i7 eventually because once I've got the courage up to take all the screws out, which I already have, and once I've got all the courage, which I've just done, to take it apart and tinker with this because it's an expensive machine, I can now upgrade it. Unfortunately, because I always end up recording my videos in low light situations, my MacBook Pro's camera does not like low light situations, so not the best video recording quality, but oh well. I was blocking the microphone, great. Here's the setup I have behind me. It's got the iMac there, in pieces of course. The screen's down on the floor, not the screen, the glass is down on the floor over there. My room is a total mess at the moment because I've been pulling things out of my cupboard, trying to put back together the iMac. You may see Steve Jobs peeking out over there. Here's this camera setup that I have. Not a terrible camera, but it's not the best. I've already had to send it in for warranty once. But I fixed, oh well, they got it fixed, so it's pretty nice. Yeah. Right, in the meantime, just an update on what videos you can expect from me in the near future. I have recently figured out that PCs are actually quite a decent machine, and they're quite fun to work with, so I've got quite a few of them now. I still use Macs every day. In fact, I prefer the Mac OS X operating system, so I've even got an AMD Hackintosh over there. But there's a couple of quad-core computers, a Phenom, an FX4130, and an FX8350. There's the camera shutting off. I got a Cortijo system downstairs that I was building for a friend who ended up actually wanting a laptop, so now we're going to have to figure out how to get him a laptop. That'll be fun. A couple of Cortijo laptops. Got a always buying new laptops. always buying new desktops. But yeah, there's a pretty jerry-rigged system over there. I've got an FX 4130 computer hooked up to a pretty crappy power supply, and it's not actually inside the case because I didn't want to put it inside the case because of how crappy the power supply. Another video you can be expecting soon is the of my iMac G4. Acquired this for $35 from a school. It's a 15-inch 1 GHz model. Very nice machine. It's sort of a decoration. It's not really used much. It has Airport Extreme. I haven't taken it apart yet because my friends borrowed my Torx screwdrivers and I need to get them back off them. But yeah, I've got quite a few other computers. I've got all my tray loaders are gone now. I had to throw all of them out mainly because most of them broke. In fact, there was one working, and they all got sold. They didn't get thrown out actually. But I've still got lots and lots and lots of old computers. There's a Power Mac there, Dell CRT monitor. That's a Raymax Raptor box. And here you'll see my well-organized collection of boxes. If this video doesn't automatically flip, we've got Corsair RM750 power supply for a computer build that I did. Razer Taipan behind that is a Razer what do we call it? Death Adder 2013. FX 8350, FX 4130, Corsair H90 water cooler, very good water cooler. A collection of pretty crappy graphics cards. We've got a 210, 610, then it goes to the 650 Ti, which is good. Then the 760, which is a very good graphics card. I have it in the computer that has the 8350. Sweet point between price and performance, in my opinion, because I'm not going to spend too much on a PC, am I? Got an old Airport Extreme box. I think it's a 5th gen. Then we've got a 6th gen over here. We've got some Seagate hard drives and some motherboards, TP-Link router, Galaxy Core, Samsung phone thing. Once again, very good performance for the price. 2 888 Premiere Pro SP900 SSD boxes, a motherboard box, it's not mine. MacBook Pro box, I have a 2013, late 2013, this is what I'm recording on, a late 2013 13.3 inch Retina MacBook Pro, 2.6 hyper-threaded i5, which is surprising because usually they're not hyper-threaded. 8 gigs RAM, and a 512 gig SSD. It's the top of the line 13.3 inch model. Great machine. I'll be doing a review on that, or at least I'll show you what it's like. Only thing I don't like is the fact that you can't upgrade it and you can't tinker with it, because I love tinkering with things. So I guess I'll see you soon. Bye. Right, well, as we look at a very unflattering photo of one of my other cats, Felix, who does look like a bit of a derp in this picture, I'd just like to ask, what's a good microphone and what's a good camera? I don't really need a budget as such. No, don't go ridiculous. I'm not asking for $10,000 cameras or anything. I'm sort of looking anything under sort of $400 or $500, and a microphone sort of under $200, because the MacBook's microphone doesn't seem to be good enough to record with high quality voice, and my current camera's just crap, just really bad for recording. I already have a decent memory card, 16 gig SDHC class 10. So that's fine, don't need to upgrade the memory card. Main thing is a microphone. I'm thinking Blue Snowball or something like that, but I'd like to hear what my audience thinks, if I have any audience left after this massive gap. But also leave in the comments some videos you'd like to hear, and I'll reply to you whether or not I can if I have the machine, or if I can't because of, if I don't have the machine or something like that. So yeah, MacBook's fans revving up because it's really pushing it hard, this iMovie. I might be also getting Final Cut Pro soon, so expect better quality videos, especially in terms of effects soon. Okay, bye.